Checking when we're live. Good morning. I'm Marcel, or whatever time of day it is at your place, of course. I'm Marcel, this is Sean, and this is Wushali again. She's visiting us again and again and again. So maybe we have some ASMR purring, but no, she wants to go outside. I'll let her out, and happy to have you here. Please come to a sit, either up on a chair at the moment, or you can sit on the floor, up on some pillow, or up on some books, exactly. And then come to a good sitting pose. Every time the sitting pose becomes uncomfortable, you're welcome to change it. And today we're focusing a little bit up on possibilities around us. We acknowledge the possibilities around us and this unlimited unlimited potential in within us. Yes, that's what we do. And when you come to a sit, start to breathe in deeply in your belly and then into your breast area. And when you start to breathe in deeply, through the nose if possible, get longer in your spine. So if you sit up on something, really feel rooted through the sitting bones. And raise up the spine really long, make it really long. Feel empowered. And just breathe in deeply for a few more times. In your belly first. Then into your breast area. And just let go. And keep on going. Connecting with all the possibilities that the day has to offer. And connecting with this unlimited space of potentiality. And meanwhile, connecting to that, feel rooted through the sitting bones. And get longer to the top of the head. Good job. And breathe in deeply. Extend the hands into the sky. Directing your breath with the hands. Extending and turning a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, stretching your hands, getting longer when you breathe in. Good job. And releasing the hands. And just engage the shoulders a little bit. Do what feels good to you here. Maybe bring them forward, really be aware of the shoulders here. Bring the shoulders up. Does that feel? Bring the shoulders back and down. And release all the shoulder muscles completely. And go one more time, backward maybe. Really be aware of this feeling. Backward. Go up with the shoulders as much as you can Wow, this feels strange. And then go forward, slowly, slowly. Take your time in the transition here. And release. Good job. Now let's come to all fours. And from there, we get some more juices flowing into the body. So, breathe out here, round from the lower spine upward. Oh, sorry, breathe in. So breathing in, round, arcing from the lower spine upward, and breathing out, rounding from the top of the head down slowly. So here as well, make sure you have a good alignment. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Breathing in, arcing from the lower spine up. Breathing out from the top of the spine down. Vertebra by vertebra coming up. And vertebra by vertebra coming down, breathing out. And just go a little bit crazy. You can do whatever you'd like here. Just keep the alignment in place. So, meaning hips were over the knees and shoulders were over the wrists. And from this position out, from this neutral position out, you can shift your body any way you wish. And just wake up your body, maybe. Or connect to your body. Check in what your body needs today. And shift yourself a little bit back onto your heels, and then place your hands a little bit closer, and from here we're going to warm up our wrists a little bit, so we can turn one wrist around and just draw a little bit back, and then do the same thing with the other hand. And from here we place both hands good on the floor, really close to the floor, and we push up through the mounts, just through the mounts, and this lifts our shoulders up, our body up. The movement should come from the index finger mount, so from here. Good. And you should start to feel it in your lower arms. That it's a really tough exercise, but today we are also tapping in this infinite possibilities, infinite potentiality of our being, and so we are going to do some handstand-like poses to breathe out, relax for a moment. Shift yourself back. So you should really feel this here, the arms, lower arms. To really make our yoga practice today powerful, we are tapping into this unlimited space of potentiality and possibilities. Go one more time, come back up. If you have the hands closer, this makes it easier. So take the hands maybe closer and just push yourself a little bit up from the floor with both hands. Distribute the weight. Good job, and release. Come back. Take your hand up and draw down on the right hand. And just move your hand slightly, ever so slightly around. So you're drawing down with one hand, The other hand is moving around your wrist. How does that feel? Good. Change the hand. Check in with how this feels. And then come back to the floor. Place your hands a little bit more forward. Feet a little bit more back. And come into a downward facing dog. And from here we're breathing in deeply. When we breathe in, we get longer from the heart to the fingers. Fingers are really rooted into the floor. Make sure that is the case. And engage the muscles in the arms. And then we breathe in into the heart and make it longer to the hips. Good job. You can bend your knees a little if that helps you. Keep your muscles engaged in the arms. Maybe draw your heels a little bit to the floor. Breathe in deeply. Look forward to your hands and either step or jump forward. Good job. We also focus today a little bit more on forward bend, as we do always. I like forward bends a lot. So if you have your legs extended, make sure your hips are over the heels. Other than that, you just release your head, and you can also come more into your knees. You kind of fall down with your body on the knees. Breathe in deeply, bring the hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward. Come more to your knees and raise up with a straight back. Extend your hands into the sky. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in deeply, first in your belly, then into your breast area. Then just come again into a forward bend, extend the hands up into the sky and just bend forward slowly. Slowly. How does that feel? Straightening the legs, maybe you're a little bit with the weight over the toes. So your back is rounded like consistently, so not rounded completely in one space and then straight in another space, but it's consistent roundedness. That's the cat again, Wusheli, and she's calling for food. She will get some afterwards. Just relax into this pose, breathe in deeply. And then bend your knees just slightly, grab onto your elbows and shift yourself side to side, trying to keep the knees stable. Breathe in and check how this feels to you. And then release this movement again. Breathe in deeply, bring your hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward, come onto your knees and stand up with a straight back. Extend the hands into the sky. And bring the hands in front of your heart. Check in with your body. And release the hands. Open the eyes and come a little bit sideways to the mat. So place the feet a little bit sideways. Can jump out. Then make sure that the feet are approximately over the wrists. So if you extend the hands, the feet are approximately over the wrists, and then just bend forward slowly. You can grab onto your thighs if you like that. You come a little bit into your knees, and first of all You can also grab maybe the books and hold first on the books and make sure that you have a straight spine here. So with one hand you can go down and hold on to something, maybe make sure that you can hold on to something, and then make sure your lower spine is straight. This means no vertebrae are sticking out in the lower spine. You can feel on your back, right? And then from here you can gradually test out if you can go deeper and check where your lower spine is rounding. For me it's right here, so I need to go back up a little, and then you can round consistently. So release the straightness of the back and just fall forward. Place the hands down. Can come a little bit more to your knees if this helps you. The outer feet, the outer edges of the feet are engaged into the floor, so they are helping, they are pushing into the floor too here. Breathing in deeply. And then coming to one feet, coming to the left feet, saying hi feet, how are you today? Hey, hi foot, how are you today? And then to the other foot, to the right foot, saying also, hey, how are you? How are you little toes today? How do you feel? And coming back to the middle, smiling here a little, placing the hands good on the floor and shifting the weight. So hands are either on the mat or off the mat, shifting all the weight towards the hands slowly, slowly. Feeling all the weight coming into the hands. And when this is the case, lift up the legs and come to the middle. And then shifting again all the weight to the hands. Really have the hands grounded. All the index finger mounts are at the floor. The fingers are at the floor, the thumb is at the floor. The whole hand is grounded on the floor. And then shift all the weight again to the hands and jump out. Let's go 5 more times here in your own pace. This shouldn't be that hard. It's just moving all the weight to the hands. The hands are straight, they're not bent. Straight. Moving all the weight to the hands, and when all the weight is there, jump in, and again jump out, and go in your own time. Yep. Faster or slower. And come to a stop. Come one more time. Back up with a straight back. Maybe hold onto something on the floor. Good job. Breathe in deeply. And shift yourself slowly back up into a forward bend. Come back into a forward bend. More into your knees, and then stand up with a straight back. Extend your hands into the sky and bring your hands in front of your heart. Let's go to the front of the mat. Make sure if you don't have a mat, some space behind you is free. Extend your hand into the sky. You're going for some sun salutations here. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out. Bring the hands to the floor. Breathe in again. Hands up to the thighs. Getting a long straight spine. Breathing out. Hands to the floor. Left leg back. Right leg back. Shift your hips back into the sky. Breathe again deeply. Knees down or knees up. Come here. Coming forward and down here. Releasing the hips. Placing the feet on the floor, placing the knees into the floor, pressing them into the floor. Draw the belly in and up and come forward and up. You can also go slower and just lift a little bit and then shift yourself back to downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward to your hands and either jump or step forward. Into forward bend, breathe in here deeply. Place your hands on the hips, elbows pointing upward, come on to your knees and stand up straight. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Come forward, breathing in, lift halfway. Breathing out, place the hands on the floor, right leg back, left leg back. Shift your hips back. Arms are engaged, breathe in deeply. Come forward to plank pose and here, elbows down 90 degrees. You can also put your knees down. And then release hips down. Come completely now. Put your feet into the ground, push them into the ground, knees pushing into the ground. Belly draws in and up. And think forward and up with your body turning maybe a little bit deeper and releasing, coming back into downward facing dog, breathing in deeply. Muscles are engaged in the hands are rooted firmly, coming forward to plank pose and coming down. Let's go for one more vinyasa here, pushing the feet into the ground, knees into the ground, draw the belly in and up. Shift yourself back. And engage the hands here. Deep downward facing dog and rest here for just one moment, breathing in deeply. Maybe go for a little bit more of a walk if you haven't already. Then shift your heels to one side and shift your hip back, getting a really strong stretch here. Turning the sides, go on to the other side, shift the hips back. Breathing in deeply. Looking forward to the hands and either step or jump forward. Come into forward bend here. How does this forward bend feel? Breathing in deeply, bring the hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward. Come on to your knees and stand up straight. Extend the hands to the sky. Let's go 2 more times. Falling forward, breathing out, breathing in, raising halfway, breathing out, placing the hands on the floor, jump back, shift your hips back to the sky. Muscles are engaged in the hands. Breathing in deeply, coming forward into plank pose, coming down. As before, engage everything that is needed here. Shift yourself back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Look forward to your hands and either step or jump forward. Come on to your knees, elbows, hands on the hips, elbows pointing upward and stand up with a straight back. Extend the hands. One last time. Breathing out. Breathing in, rise halfway. Breathing out, place the hands, jump back. Or step back. Into downward facing dog. Breathing in, coming forward into plank position. Breathing out, lower down. The hips down. Into upward facing dog here. And release. Shift yourself back to downward facing dog. Breathe in deeply. Look forward to your hands, either jump or step forward. Come to a forward bend here. Breathe in deeply, bring the hands to the hips. Elbows pointing upward and come up. Straight back. Send the hands into the sky. Bring them in front of your heart and Check in with your body. Good. Now bend forward here. Slowly, slowly. Come back down. Put your hands on the floor. And from here we want to shift all the weight again into the hands and just jump a little bit back. This is a really hard exercise. Good job if you can fall here. Great. Just jump a little bit back. Every time drawing the hands again towards the feet. And then we do this forward. We place the hands a little bit more forward. And all the weight goes into the hands. And lift, just lift the feet. There's no jumping. Just lifting the feet. Good job. And going back. One more time. Thank you. Going back. Whoop. And going forward. Lift. And going back to a forward bend. Maybe come on to your knees. Bring the hands to the hips, elbows upward, and come up. Raise the hands up into the sky really deeply and bring them in front of your heart. Good job, good job. And slowly bend forward again. Put your own leg back, the other leg back. Come into a downward facing dog. And from here, we want to go a little bit more to our knees. Hands are engaged here. And we just want to jump like this. So trying to keep your spine straight, your back straight, and just jump with the legs. You can also jump just down here, that's fine. Just checking out where you can go to. Again, connecting with the possibilities in your life, the unlimited potentiality of your life. Just relax one time in downward facing dog. Again, feel your muscles working in the legs, in the hands. Back a little bit. And let's go for one more time jumping. Really, index mounts, the mounts of the fingers pressing in the floor. The fingers are activated. From there, we just see where this exercise takes us. So also low jumps, completely welcome. And good job. Put your knees down, big toes facing together, knees a little bit outward, and shift your hips back. Coming to child's pose. Breathing in deeply into your belly, into your breast area, and releasing. Good job. Coming back up. Come on to your back. Stand one foot into the air. Draw. Hold below the knee and draw into your body. Try to let the shoulders rest on the floor. And relax the foot. Change the sides. And release. Going for some windshield wipers, so bring your feet a little bit up to your bum and then just release them side to side, to one side and to the other side. Yeah. Left and right. Leaving your shoulders at the floor. And breathe in deeply. Good job. Placing both feet together and just maybe holding down on the thighs just for a little moment, so the stretch isn't too intense, but there's a little stretch. So both feet together and knees falling outward, and you hold just a little bit on the thighs, so the stretch isn't going to be too intense. So if it's going to be too intense, you can push back up and then release. Put the feet slowly together. Come to a wall of your choice and put your feet up on the wall, coming into an inversion. If this already feels good to you, then you can stay here. This is variant 1. Variant 2 is elbows next towards your body and shifting your hips up into the sky, grabbing onto the hips and extending the legs. Now you don't want to look either left or right here because there's a lot of pressure on the neck. So just keep here and breathe in deeply. Reoxygenate all the blood that is coming down from the toes with your breath, with some new oxygen. Reconnect to this, to the possibility of the day, to this infinite space of potentiality. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. 2 more really deep breaths. So into your belly first, into your breast. Breathing out. Breathing in into your belly, into your breast. And slowly come back down. Shift yourself to a lying pose on your back. So to come to do Shavasana, feet, our toes are facing outward, hands are into the sky next to your body, and close your eyes and just be here. I will get you back to your body in about 4 minutes. And for you, it's now just time to be Just be. So start to breathe deeper. Start to move your fingers, your toes. Come back to your body. Bring the knees toward your body. And when you're ready, shift either left or right to the floor, coming onto your side body. Releasing all the muscles, really feeling relaxed here. Feel the gravity carrying you. And start to deepen your breath. Checking with your tongue, checking with your shoulders, checking with your upper body, lower body, with your feet, with your thighs, with your whole legs. Are they relaxed? If so, good job. Otherwise, maybe release a little bit more and feel carried by the gravity. Shift yourself back up to final sitting pose, keeping your eyes closed if possible. Bringing your hands in front of your heart. Connecting one last time to all these possibilities, all the possibilities around you. And these can also be overwhelming, but for now, we'll just let them go and they will come back to you, give you strength when you need them, and you need to see the possibilities again. Even deeply, release the hands, open your eyes, and I wish you a really wonderful day. Thanks for practicing with me.